Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy being back with another video. And in today's video, I got y'all with the top 3 best offensive playbooks in Madden 21. Now, in this video, this is more towards my MUT audience because, in my opinion, if you're not playing MUT, you should be using custom playbooks. So whether you're playing regs or franchise, you should be using a custom playbook, in my opinion, so that way you can get different plays from different playbooks or whatever. Just makes it easier. But in MUT, you don't really have the option to do that, so that's why I'm making this video for y'all, so y'all can choose the best playbook with the most formations that are, usable, and the best schemes within the formations or whatever. So let's hop right into this video. Alright, y'all, coming at the number 3 spot is going to be the Seattle Seahawks. Now, this Seattle Seahawks playbook has a bunch of good formations in it, so you got a bunch of decent single back formations. You got your I form, H roll, H wing, and H tight, which are some of the best running formations in the whole entire game. Has some of the best plays in the whole entire game, which everybody should know that H wing stretch is an absolute killer in this game. For some reason, it's probably one of the best stretches in the whole entire game. And then we come over to strong. You know, you got my strong H wing with the power, the F trail, and the stretch RPO. Or whatever, which is another good run slash pass scheme or whatever in here. And then, well, obviously you got pistol. I don't run too much of pistol, so I don't know how good these pistol formations are. But then you want to come down to this the gun formation. So you got wing pair out of gun in this. You have a empty bunch out of this, which is pretty decent. And then you have Trey wide flex, which is amazing pass formation or whatever, a good pass heavy formation. And then you got the inside zone, which is kind of glitchy too out of this formation because of the way they line up. And so yeah, you got true wide flex, you got spread wide slot, which you can do a lot of different route combos. If you got Tom Brady with hot route master, if you're playing MUT, your quarterback has hot route master. Spread wide slot is a good formation to do a bunch of route combos. You got bunch open tight end. It has this wide trail play, which is really good. You got normal bunch. You got bunch tight end, which is, arguably one of the best formations in the game too. Everybody likes to call this PA boot over, which I made a mini scheme video on with the delay fade, which is actually really good. Like I said before, you got the bunch, which is, as y'all should know already, one of my favorite formations in the whole entire game. You can just get so much out of bunch. You can do a bunch of motions and stuff. So this is a good, that's another good passing. You got your trips tight end, offset. As everybody should know, offset, you got read option counters. You got traps. Some of them have powers. And then, hold on, I think they have ace offset, which is actually really good too. You got a read option counters, like I said before. You got a trap. So you just got a lot of good, formations out of this, in my opinion, that your scheme should fit. Because they have, the basic Trey wide flex. They have a spread formation, and they have bunch tight end. And so yeah, let's hop on to the number 2. All right, y'all, coming at the number 2 spot. Now I know a lot of y'all might have this at y'all number 1 spot, but my number 1 spot, in my opinion, is just better because it has plays that only that playbook has. I mean, formations, not plays. It has formations, formations and plays that only that playbook has. So this kind of has to go in my number 2 spot because a lot of these you get from different playbooks and stuff. But they're still at number 2 best playbook in the game, and here's why: because you got the single back wing pair. Y'all know I have a scheme on that. One of the best goal line run plays. You got your wide trips, single back wide trips has some of the best outside runs. This power run is really good. It has a bunch of good RPOs out of it. They're in cover 3. You can cover 4 verticals and hit the seams off that. And then you got single back bunch, which is basically bunch just out of single back under center. And yeah, so you got a bunch of good single back formations out of this playbook. You got ace. You got deuce close, which is actually pretty good in this game. And yeah, and then you go to I-form. They got I-form. They have all the best I-form formations. They have I-form closed, H-wing, H-tight, H-slot open, slot close. Now, all of these I-form formations are actually really good in this game, and they're really effective in this game if you know how to work them, know how to use them, whatever. And so, yeah. And then you got strong close, which is another really good formation in this game. You got the PA scissors, you know what I'm saying? And just this strong close right here in itself is, you know what I'm saying, a little mini scheme. Let me know down below if y'all want me to drop a video on it. And so yeah, and then you got H-wing, strong tight, you know what I'm saying, just a bunch of good run formations. This playbook, it has good strong formation, all the good strong formations, all the good I-form formations to run out of, and all the good single back formations. Not to mention we got weak close flex in this playbook. And then we go over the gun. You got empty base flex, which has a couple of decent plays out of it. And then you got trade-off flex, like I said before in the Seahawks playbook, a good passing scheme right there. You got a spread formation, spread wide flex, tight slots. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows about this formation, whatever. You got a this corner out, this flood play with the corner out or whatever that gets absolutely wide open against most coverages. And then you got bunch, as you already know, like I said before. One of my favorite formations in the game, bunch tight end, one of the most popular formations in the game. Trips tight end, another really good formation, you know what I'm saying? You got PA slot corner, the PA shot post, which is really good. Double sail, a lot of people like to run that play. You know what I'm saying? This is actually one of the best formations in my opinion too. This gun trips tight end right here. You can do a lot of route combos and stuff like that. It has the inside zone, just like trade-off flex. It works the same. The defense lines up towards the wide receiver, so it's kind of, you get a bunch of holes off the run plays too. You got a counter out of this formation and everything. You got a screen, tight end. This formation right here is absolutely, you know what I'm saying, absolutely destroy any coverage. And then you got tight doubles. But yeah, so the reason that this playbook is so good, it doesn't have that many gun formations like Seattle does, but it has all the best, you know what I'm saying, under center formations in the whole entire game. And then you still got bunch, trade-off flex, trips tight end, spread formation, and then, you know what I'm saying, your empties or whatever, bunch tight end. So yeah, so let's hop into the #1 playbook in all of Madden 21 right now. Y'all, now at my #1 spot, we have the New England Patriots playbook. Now, as some of y'all know, this is probably, in my opinion, for MUT, 100% the best playbook to use because of the man beaters it has in it. And y'all know that man is meta this year for MUT. But, so let's hop right into it. So, you got single back wide trips, like I said before, really good formation. And this single back wide trip actually has the stretch RPO, unlike the, which one was that? Either the Raiders or the Seahawks that didn't have this, which is actually pretty good. And then you got bunch ace, which is a pretty solid, you know what I'm saying, formation. Kind of like bunch, gun bunch, but just a little bit different plays. You got wing pair, like I said before, you know what I'm saying, one of the best running formations down in the goal line. And yeah, so this playbook, it doesn't really have that many good under center plays. Like, you got a couple good I-form, like I-form tight. This one is actually a pretty decent running formation. And then you got strong pro, which is pretty solid, has the PA scissors out of it. It has this Z close PA cross is pretty good, but that is not why this playbook is the #1 playbook. This playbook is well, it has weak close, which is actually a pretty nice formation. It has one play touchdown out of it against cover 3. Nice little cover 3 beater, which is pretty good. But it's for these gun formations. Now this splits close pat is probably one of the most deadliest formations in the whole entire game, with PA wide shot, X drag trail, the HB power O, and then this PA S slide alone in itself. Those plays right there will destroy a lot of people right there in itself. And then you keep scrolling, you got empty base flex, which has good plays out of it. Corner up is a really good one. Middle high low is a really good one. And then you got empty ace Patriots that has some plays out of it, like this Pat's double in is a pretty good play. But these are empty formations, and I know a lot of y'all don't call empty. But this trip swap flex, a really good formation, in my opinion. It's kind of like trip swap flex and trips tight end, just kind of flip on the other side or whatever. You You know what I'm saying? Works pretty much the same way. It has trips, tight end, flex. It has both trips, tight end, and then the trips, wide flex. Two amazing formations right there. You got doubles, wide flex. Another good formation, kind of like a spread formation. Do a bunch of route combos and stuff. You can get a pretty good scheme out of this. This slot cross play right there is pretty good. Tight slots, you know what I'm saying? You got your PA flood shot, really good play. Corner and goes, really good man beater. Bench swap, works against cover 3, depending on their zone drops. Mesh switch, like this whole formation right here is another really good formation. You keep going. You got gun bunch, you know what I'm saying? As I said before, one of my favorite formations in my opinion, because you can do so much with it. Trips, tight end, and you got Y off trips, pats. Now, this has a bunch of good plays out of it. It has the HB Sluggo, which I posted a video on. Amazing man beater, one of the best man beaters in the game. And then you got kind of like a fake one. You got the corners and then the double unders with the halfback motion still to throw them off. And then you got a wide receiver screen out of it. This double ends play works good because of that. That corner curl surprisingly works really good. And then the tight end whip, that plays good. So this gun wide off trips patch formation, pretty good. Kind of like splits close patch, but in my opinion, it's just not as good as it splits close patch. And then you got doubles flex patch with the Patriots corner, as I showed y'all in another different video. That's one of the best man beaters in the whole entire game. And yeah, you got the Pat HB sweep, that plays pretty good. PA cross, kind of like a fake Patriots corner like we have with the Sluggo. You know what I'm saying? Throw your opponent off. You got the Z spot, Patriot spot. All these plays out of this formation, also really good. And like I said, the reason that this playbook is #1 because it has formations that only this playbook has. So no other playbook, whether you have a custom playbook, you cannot get these playbooks. I mean, these formations in the playbooks for some reason because they're only in the Patriots playbook. Now that's the only reason I suggest not using a custom playbook is to get formation like these with certain plays like that. That's the only reason I suggest not having a custom playbook. But in my opinion, you can pretty much make up for not having these formations with the other formations in the game. So yeah, but if you're playing MUT, I highly suggest this playbook. It has a bunch of really good formations out of it. It has a slot offset, as y'all already know, one of the best run formations because you got the power roll, the trap, the screen, buck sweep, and you know what I'm saying. I did another, I think I did a mini scheme on this one too. If you just scroll back, it's probably like a month ago. This post play really good. It just has a lot of good plays, formations out of it. You know what I'm saying? Now we're back at split close patch. And yeah, so that's pretty much why this one's the #1. Because of so many, because of the different formations that if your opponent doesn't play this playbook often, he's not gonna know what's coming because of these formations are only home to the Patriots playbook. So yeah, that's to wrap up the video right there. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure y'all hit that like button. If y'all want to get notified every single time I post, make sure y'all turn on that post notification bell and make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Right on the road to 500 subscribers, and it's your boy Me, and I'm out.
Jump in the coupe and go top speed. I can't believe that they cross me. Young nigga be sounding like